has been doing it for cocoa for more than 30 years, and vanilla, and then something else, cardamom or something, which they are growing. Now, but they have been very prosperous for a long time. Now, the problem was they did not have a tarmac road. We did it for them. And you saw the wires of electricity going there now, which we have also taken there. Those were not there. We took them later. So you can see how well they are doing. And he told you how he has educated his children. You saw the house, his houses. You saw it there. You then come to the tea growing areas of Fort Portal, Bunyoro, Bushenyi, Kanungu, Kabare, Kisoro. Let's see the tea now. Now you can see the huge, the tea production went from 3 million bags, 3 million kilograms in 1986 to 60 million kilograms. Unfortunately, in recent times, tea has seen the decline of prices. Why? It is because the global demand of the tea is not so big. It is only, they say, here they give me 112 billion, I didn't know it was so much in 2022. Compared to coffee, whose global value is US dollars 460 billion. This was the reason I did not include tea in my 4 acres model and its 7 activities. You remember my 4 acres model, I told you about coffee, fruits, dairy, food crops, poultry, piggery, and fish farming. This was because I was not sure about the global demand of tea, whether it was big enough to support big production. In addition to the problem of modest global demand for tea, in recent years, we have had political problems in the big tea consuming countries of Egypt, Pakistan, etc., which apparently may have shrunk even more the demand for tea. I intend to meet the tea growers so that we agree on how to support them. Number 4, we have got many coffee growers in the Masaka zone that were encouraged by Operation Wealth Creation and our leaders and cadres in the area, such as the late Kasamba, the Honorable Sempija, Kalnon Samba, etc. You can see those beautiful gardens and nice houses of the farmers. Now, those are the coffee farms in the Masaka area. Recently, I had a group from Zimbabwe only, and they told me that they had planted 56,000 acres in the Zimbabwe district alone. But you can see how they are. Our people should have got us one of the coffee farmers to tell us what he earns, but in the next other programs you can bring it up. because you need to educate our people by giving them facts about the ones who have, they didn't trust their houses and so on. They should show them next time. Number 5, we have my 2,035 neighboring homesteads to my farm in Isozi, whom I have been working on to move my neighbors, 538 homesteads. Another 908 have dairy cattle, and 120 are in bananas. Show us if you have got some pictures of those people. Shows the group. That was when the ministers were visiting that place. I can see the vice president there. Now, those are my neighbors. They should have interviewed some of them to give facts about what they are earning. Should have interviewed them, but they should bring it up. Now, out of the 2,035 homesteads, about 1,600 are already in the money economy. It is another something who are still out. We now, number 6, moved to Karangara district, and you see how the palm oil project has helped the farmers there. A total of 105 farmers are involved in palm oil growing. They yield 12 tons per hectare per annum. Their net income is shillings 500,000 per acre per month. So an acre in Karangara gives you a net income of 6 million a year after removing the costs. Let's see Karangara. Now you can see how that project has changed the lives of those people. They should have showed us their houses, they should have shown them. Next time you show them and properly. Then now the number 7, example 7, we guided and assisted our people in Teso to shift from cotton to citrus, and also built a small factory to produce the Teso juice. that we are now upgrading. You can see both the factory and some of the farmers.
My name is Opio Stephen from Soroti District, Dakabela County, Okule Sub-County, Ojom Parish, Agora Village. Borulwa Korea ngo, imuchuga ye. Pising awo, Korea mudungato ni maido da kere. Esa kaswam, otomatiku betana. Mugo da Korea nganu nyamat. Nara mami pedori, araito bone mami borni nyame mugo da Korea nganu nganyam. Araito era nunga gwela radumuna somsina chiurea ni. Nagia ungo 2004 kede lukanga Amuli abungo asaku ipukoi akaisa kanyango na lukanya pe nepetai abungo adomu milioni kanyango nikede akwata disikwangi so Washington abungo asaku ipukoi akaisare abungo adomu milioni do pekede lukumina kwata kanyango Valencia abungo asaku ipukoi akaisa unaluni angini fuko erai ilukumina kwata orauni ni milioni ni iuni kedi ilukumini akwata uni etoto lokere adumi milioni tomuna uni kede akwata bis osison oda uni karukere tomaso amkana. In the year I get 13,800,000 from my oranges. Ipo borolo medautu na soliti gore berna bunga geu ni sa chuma ni realos bunga medau ke dikakitodu ebuni ne o bungo agwela boys na pana te kwa na nyuno omuchugalu weltinga boys na milioni yare tomo kitoka lukwadu osodi hajai kwa ninga duka pamare nitogo jadu pe umanobu keki wangon jadi ope chuloi keke dope koto ngai salamu kina kunga na president Yoweri noi kede ofisi lo akor le ya takor anu ibora lo abu jait ngakanini ka son wana soma gugong ay nakakwani ngadu muna gugong na pedor tor ngoda ida tore kakal no yala ma ochut dabuni ngo amuno kina yata nakaswa mungari.
You had Ikanyao translate for us that he was earning Ikanyao, and
he was earning 8 million from Hamilton variety of oranges.
8 million.
8 million per annum. Then 1.8 million from Washington variety, and then 3.3 million from the other variety. The total amount was 13.8 million per annum.
Oh, okay.
And was able to transform from a grass-thatched house to a slightly better one, and he managed to buy some more acres of land for expansion of orange growing.
Very good. Thank you.
President a lot for his vision as well as the peace that prevailed in the situation.
Now, then number 8, banana growing, which is an indigenous industry, but which we commercialized into the money economy, and through NADs and operational creation expanded greatly, has brought incomes to the families. You can see the bananas growing in some of the areas. The production is so big that prices are now low as 3,000 to 5,000 shillings per bunch. This has of course enabled our people to get affordable food. However, it is not fair for the farmers. But fortunately, unlike tea, there are steps we shall take to stabilize the price of bananas and even maize. This is value addition. The bananas and maize prices are going down because we are still using them for only a mere, for only eating. With value addition, we shall get flour, starch, baby foods, etc. from the bananas, and animal feeds, starch, biofuels, ethanol from the maize. That will broaden the spectrum of the demand for the bananas and maize and stabilize the prices. It will also solve the problem of the animal feeds, pharmaceutical starch, etc. that are now imported. Dr. Muranga and others are working on this with government support. Show us the bananas. You should have waited for me to finish. Show the bananas again. Those are bunches of bananas. With the recent PDM, you can see how some of the people are taking advantage of it for pigs, goats, produce buying. This is number 9. Show us people who have benefited from PDM.
Nkafuna sente za PDM nkafuna ruto yasookere omu January obunyamazire egrupu yaitu enyafuniremu bagyeta akweteireho portrait keeping eri ekusangiwa mu Kakumiro district omu Kakumiro town council omusemwema ward omu grupu yakweteireho portrait keeping nkoranka treasurer we grupu eyo bwire buno omu grupu eyo abakafunamu omu PDM tuli 11 baitu bwire buno bona bainoho enkoko ezibakuwolekya kandi bafuniremu amagoba na nyowe nfuniremu ebirungi kuonka tingakoramu garosi ndeeta obukoko obuto buli bwe kiro kimu nimbukuza nibukiye mwezi gumu obumara nintandika kutunda ninguza bamemba abakwenda abali aheru ya grupu yaitu abali mu grupu yaitu nibagenda nibakuza obumara nibatandika kutunda omu grupu eno tufuniremu ebirungi omu PDM era nkaito abakweteiro group tukusiima government ya Museveni ya NRM.
Amanya na Kyanzi Sofia nkola mu hoteli nibayita Toninyira nankubiriza abakyala bonna okuyingira PDM olw'ensonga PDM erina kyetwongeddeko kyamaanyi okubeera nga tukulaakulana kuba nayongerako bingi bwe nayingira PDM sente ezo zebeekuwadde akakadde kaba kamaanyi nnyo kaba katwongerako kinene okusinga okugenda mu bamanerenda kyonadde sikitaddeeko okugenda mu bamanerenda kubanga wali ojjayo umutwalo 10 ate ozayo 2 mu mwezi n'okomekereza nga okoze losi naye nga akakadde ako ke batuwa katwongerako kinene nnyo era nkubiriza abakyala okwenyigira mu nkola ya gavumenti ya PDM kuba tuyambye nnyo tweyongeddeko nyongeddeko akayumba nze nandabika bulungi okusinzira ne bakasoma bange beeyongedde yali atunda emmere ey' 2,000 kati ntunda ya 5 kitegeeza neeyongedde kinene n'abali abeeyongedde.
Senior citizen Oramwende Senina of Kakumiro West is extremely happy for the president to have such a great vision of the PDM. She received her 1 million shillings and immediately started a piggery project. Senina tells us a very successful and inspiring story. With the success she has so far registered, Senina dreams of expanding the project beyond what she is currently owning.
Kaleta muzei nani na ichiriza muzei ya bampa emiliyoni 1 kuruka mu banka bete mu banka tukasigayo emitwalo 5 twatunga 9 n'etaano enyenga semira kwa bamuzei abwe kintu kyatukoleire akampaka sete sete zibantere nazigura mwe mpunu zanje murazireba bishatu byatwarwa mukama we nanka ni we nimi buri mpunu kugene sabara kwe cyana uramugalize cyana kimwe cyempunu batware byana bishatu ati yasigije byana bina ebyana mwenda nkabitunda kuna amaziwe kubitunda napangisa akataka na byala mwenshi ngirimo binyobwa ngirimo mundo bujungu ngirimo bihimba era na nyamwazo kubishe butiba mbene wombere ndi mu ntabire ndi kuhinga wahuri mwene namara kutunda ibyo bihimba mukama yanyando puniza njati yazirabuza nkesande nkezikashwa zikemo mu rundi gwa kabiri zamara kuzara amagoba gunda atunge ne yakasaita nkatwale mu banka nze kuba mbikireyo nebyo kuriya byanjye ariko biragira ati ariko birera ndatunda bete mu menshi wanga yanyambire zikakura nande na nije myongereye nakeje ko jamuni na kasete nobere nayongereye nanka na okute nakeje aho kuta ubwana yebize aho ko ubwana ati na yinda butera mutere kuriya munju era bugiye komporo miyumbu sherekero munju ubwana ubwasigeye hobona.
Now you can see how the PDM, which started recently, has helped these people. The first of all, the other girl, the first one was selling chicken, getting the ones which are 1 year old, 1 day old, or 1 week old, and fattening them and selling them. And she was, they didn't give their figures. Should encourage them to give figures, but you can see they are happy. Then the other one, even the ones in the town, when she's a vendor, she's a food seller, and they used to get money from money lenders, which was very expensive. This one with PDM is cheap. They are very happy that they are able now to buy food, cook and sell. The food vendor, food seller in Bryce here in the town. She was talking very. Then the other old woman was talking about the pigs. The pigs, how they have produced and how she has sold some and hired land somewhere and planted beans and Irish potatoes, and how once next time she will put money in the bank. They are all very happy. Now, when it comes to large scale, because these are all small scale mainly small scale, medium scale. But we have also got the large. When it comes to large scale agriculture, extensive, different from intensive agriculture, you can see the sugarcane growing, ranching, etc. Let's see those ones also. Now that is large scale farming. You didn't show ranching. Why didn't you show ranching? You don't have the pictures? That's a big rancher now. I think that's a rancher, you may know him. Those are two big ranchers. I have seen them somewhere in you. Okay. Here of course the whole thing is the chura, the chibaro, which we always tell you about. From sugar cane, when you do it in 1 acre, you are not going to get money out of it. But when you do it on a big scale, you get money. Now, those indigenous cows, like the ones, when we started, they were not getting good money. But even now, even individually, one cow gives you a lot of money now, because now people know their value. But at the beginning, it was only for beef, and they were giving us little money per cow. But because of the numbers, you would get good money. But now it is both intensive and extensive. From one cow I can get millions of shillings, and from many I get millions or even billions of shillings. So that is on the side of the extensive agriculture, especially for sugar cane, even maize. I don't count maize among the intensive crops. It is also, in order to make money out of maize, you need to do it on a big scale. The same with cotton. We need cotton, but it must be done on a big scale. Now, that is examples of agriculture who have listened to our advice. So when you sit here and you are busy, I normally read what these people are writing in this paper, monitor and so on, very thing. But people, the Banyankole say, Ezimbraka tama, tezevele zindi kulia. Meaning that if one cow has got a swollen mouth, it may not graze. But the cows which are not sick will graze and eat. So those who listen to our advice, they are moving. They are moving. And they are moving. But those who sit here and just tell lies, they can deceive themselves. But we are moving. Those who listen are moving. Moving very well. You have seen some, quite a number. These are just a sample. Now, in the manufacturing and artisanship, I will show you some of the factories and artisan efforts. The manufacturing sector is now exporting goods worth of US dollars 2.5 billion per year, per annum, employing 922,000, almost 1 million people. This is a new sector. Amakoriro, already earning 2.5 billion, more than coffee. Show us some of those factories, please, if you have them. can see some of those factories, the few in Kapeka and the ones in Namangwe. They haven't shown you the ones of Mbali, Jinja, this other place, Buyukwe. All those are, even areas like Rira have a lot of factories. As you hear now, industrial products, $2.5 billion. This is totally new money, which was never there before. And employing almost 1 million people. The whole public service, some few years ago when I checked, was 480,000 people. So the people who are working in the factories now are 2 times almost the size of the people working for the government, including the soldiers, the policemen, the civil servants, the local government. The people working in the factories are now bigger in number, almost 2 times. The third sector is services, hotels, tourism, transport, education, entertainment, etc. Show us. Now that is the services sector, hotels, tourism, the transport, entertainment. They should have shown you entertainment. Those are all parts of the services. Now finally, the first sector is ICT. It is employing 40,972 people. This is a totally new sector. the progress in the 4 sectors is still partial. All of them have got huge room for improvement and expansion. Now you can see all those like the agriculture, most of it is without irrigation. But we are now telling our people to go to irrigation, and we are assisting them. So all that production you saw, much of it is without irrigation and without fertilizers. So if you have got any brain to think, you must have had a rumor that NRM is planning for irrigation. And we have already started with the solar power, with the what. So you can imagine. Now Dr. Muranga has already gone ahead of us and introduced irrigation at Nyaruzinga. The government center we gave her, she started irrigating bananas. The farmers nearby are getting 5.3 tons per hectare in the villages. But Dr. Muranga at Nyaruzinga, she's getting 53 tons of bananas per hectare, 10 times what the farmers are getting because of irrigation and fertilizer. So you, the lazy ones, stay tuned. You would hear what is happening to Uganda. Musigare kuchanya zozo muwuliriza abakola sente ngeri gye tugenda kukola sente. The other farmers, these cattle corridor farmers, you heard Mzee Matongo saying now, you give us a tractor and we plow grass. And I have given them, I'm going to give them 8 tractors in the Ngoma area, so that they plant grass. Instead of just waiting for grass grown by God, they plant the grass deliberately. However, so the progress in the 4 sectors is still partial. That's why I'm saying that this is partial. Tukyatandika gakyali mabaga tujja is still partial. All of them have got huge room for improvement and expansion. Are you on or you are off? Mweba TV. Are you going to see us or not? Huh? You are on. However, as we struggle to involve our people in the money economy, in the socio-economic transformation, the next question is, where is the market for these products? That is why all the serious young people should have long ago taken up the call of Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, and we, his followers, and that of Kwame Nkrumah, of the economic and political integration for East Africa and the economic integration for the whole of Africa, to provide a market for all these products. Where do we sell the milk? Where do we sell the maize? Where do we sell the sugar? Where do we sell the cement, etc.? Milk production is 5.3 billion liters, but the internal consumption is only 800 million liters. Maize production is 5 million tons, but our internal consumption is only 1 million tons. Sugar production is 650,000 tons, but the internal consumption is only 380,000 tons, etc. It is a disaster for the future of Africa to hear the young people talking only about the football of the clubs in Europe, or just pushing the agenda of the imperialists. The future of Africa mainly belongs here. Coming to the issue of jobs, we must ask the question, where are the jobs to be found? We have already answered the question. The big number of jobs is to be found in the 4 sectors: commercial agriculture, manufacturing and artisanship, services, and ICT. There's a young man called Irumba of Hoima. He's on telephone number 0772 593782. Recently wrote to me informing me about wealth creation, that they started in 3 acres to produce 1,200 trays of eggs per day, and they are earning shillings 600 million net per year profit after removing costs, and employing 50 youth. Now, if Irumba and his colleagues are now employing 50 youth in 3 acres, that means each one is each acre is able to employ 16 of them, 16 youth. We have got 40 million acres of arable land. If only 7 million acres of the land were using the Irumba model of creating 50 jobs out of 3 acres, 116 million jobs would be created. We would have so many jobs that we would have to import workers from outside Uganda, from agriculture alone. Our farms, my farms with Mama, at Rashtura, Kisozi, Ntunga, NTC, have already created hundreds of jobs for some Ugandans. You heard there the old man Matongo saying that he's employing 60 people. You heard him saying. My farms employ hundreds of workers. Enotuwana enotukora. The other 4 sectors: commercial agriculture, manufacturing. You saw the factories, how many people they employ, services, ICT. But now, the other source of jobs is infrastructure development, building roads. You need civil engineers. Power stations, you need civil and electrical engineers. Hospitals, you need doctors. Schools, you need teachers. Of course, these are also, you can treat them as part of the services. The ones who build infrastructure, the engineers, those are also really part of the services sector. So it's just a subgroup. Now, the big confusion, like the other man, Mzee Matongo, the farmer, when we went there, he told us that he has got now 10 degrees in his house. 10 of his children are now university graduates, but they don't have jobs. Well, the job they are looking for, this is where the confusion is. The jobs they are looking for are for the administrative jobs. The administrative jobs are few. The Muruka chief, the Gombola chief, the cow, the assistant secretary in a ministry, the senior assistant secretary, the principal secretary, the under secretary, the permanent secretary. These are the jobs in the administration. They are few. You can total all of them in the central government and in the local government. If you include the soldiers, the policemen, who are service providers in those, the number, the one I used to know was 480,000, all the public service, but including the scientists. But if you were to remove the administrators alone, maybe 40,000 and the policemen. So therefore, it is a mistake, and that's why I wanted to talk to you on this issue also. It is a mistake for our young people to expect jobs, many job opportunities in the services sector, in the administrative sector, in administration. If you qualify with a university degree, history, political science, what? Go into farming, because there is no political science which stops you from farming, from starting a business, starting a maize mill, starting a fish farming project. You don't have to. So therefore, all the young people who have got social science degrees should straight away link up with the programs. That's Irumba now. Let me hear what Irumba is saying.
This farm in 20.
That's the one who wrote to me.
I'm called David Irumba. I work with the Ministry of Local Government as a principal inspector. After listening to the President's message on a 4-acre model, I decided to start this farm in 2018, located in Bulera Village, Hoima East Division, Hoima City. I started with the 10,000 layers, having gotten a loan from Microfinance Support Center, and that time we are employing about 20 employees directly here. We accommodate all of them here, feed them here, and that time we started producing about 250 trays of eggs. We have now progressed, and with the support of Centenary Bank and the Uganda Development Bank, we were able to reach 40,000 now. Currently, we are producing 1,200 trays of eggs every day on average, and we can on average make a net profit of about 50 million shillings per month, which translates into about 600 million shillings per year. But of course, as I've said, we took mortgages. Most of this money is going back into repaying the mortgages. And of course, we want to thank the financial institutions which supported us to get us this far. This farm is being run under the company name called Haywood Group Limited, owned by myself and my wife, called Alpha Kemijisha. Right now, we're employing 50 employees directly, whom we accommodate here. We are feeding them here. And we want to thank the government for giving us initiatives. Umeme was able to give us a transformer. We started without power. We now have power. The transformer is located in our farm, and this power was also extended to the whole village. By the time we started here, we didn't have power. We now have power. And we are also lucky that we are near the city abattoir, which in the construction, the incorporated construction of the tarmac road, we are just directly on the brand new tarmac coming to our city abattoir, which is just next to me. Right now, because of those small proceeds, we are able to start expanding slowly. We have now expanded. We have now reached about 4 acres of mature coffee, which we are harvesting just next to our 4 acres we started with. And we have also been, I have also been able to now plant another 20 acres of coffee in Buhingi, where I'm born. This land was bequeathed to me by my late father, and we are progressing. We also want to thank Hoima District government, which gave us an irrigation system for our coffee here, which is now functional, and we are now able to get about 20 million shillings per year from the 4 acres of coffee we have. It is because it is still young. I think it will be generating much more as it matures. This project has really enabled me move a very long way. It has supported my children who are studying outside this country. 2 of them, one is in Mauritius, another is in Nairobi Strathmore University, and my other 2 children who are in international schools.
Welcome to Kamai Demonstration Farm. My name is Fred Byamukama. I'm a member of Parliament of Bugangezi West Constituency, Kakumiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have a half acre of pineapple. We have cows for zero grazing. We have 12 of them for zero grazing, 2 which are giving us milk. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters, to lead by example, so that my voters can learn what measure the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumo, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well. I don't sleep here, but if I will sleep here, the house as well. You see, because there are 2 which are giving me milk, each one gives me 12 liters per day. We get about 1.4 per month, because the breeds which we got at first were not giving good milk. But we have got some cows, which they tell us they are giving about 25 to 30 liters, and we know by the end of this year, they will have produced, and we see. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimally. When you look at the piggery,
You get how much?
in a month, I can get about
300.
302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimally. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell, I give to my neighbors to prayer. When you look at coffee, we haven't started harvesting, but generally coffee here, if you have harvested well, per acre you get between 12 million to 15 million. But now the banana which is in the coffee, we're already eating, and per month I may get like 40 bunches, I get some good, but majorly here, what is giving me money? They are the pineapples, the 4.5 million per harvest, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. Then the poultry, it gives me 302 trays, that's per day. Then I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million, because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity, remain with 55 million net pay. The 1 acre for grass, it is feeding my 6 cows. I'm told by the agriculture people, I even have the balance to add more 2 cows. They tell me 1 acre can feed the 8 cows. Currently, I'm employing 26 people. Previously, I was employing 17, but I had been more things in the farm, and I'm employing 26 people. And the person who earns the least amount is 200. They are here. The girls, single mothers, the boys who have families, and we're enjoying. The driver who drives the katipa here, yeah, there is good work. And I'm happy some of them who are working for me. They have also started their own neighboring places, and even the voters, they have learned from me. Yeah, they have nothing to beg from me because the richness they want from my pocket, I've given it them here free of charge.
Very good. So that is now Byamukama, who is our Minister of State for Transport. He learned, he listened to my advice when he came with his father before the swearing in. Then he went back and started that after the elections. And you hear he's now selling 302 trays per day of eggs, and he gets a net of 85 million a month. That's quite a bit of money in a year. So therefore, the social science graduates should not pin their hopes on these administrative jobs in the central and local government. There are endless jobs in the private sector. Our social science graduates should aim at going into the private sector in the 4 sectors: commercial agriculture, manufacturing or small scale or artisanship, services or ICT. Our daughters finished education many years ago, and they are all farmers. Our own daughters, they are all farmers. It is only General Muhozi who is in the army on account of patriotism. However, he is also a farmer. The families must instill these concepts among the youth. The families should, because I have been interacting with the, I don't know whether you have got the picture of when I was showing him was the cows when he was young. That was me and Muhozi, 1986, Christmas, the first Christmas from the bush. I took him to the cows to show him that you person, your work is here. The cows, the children. Now, thank you. You can now I have been interacting with some young people from around Kampala here. The NM Secretariat has not been following up these social groups seriously, and our political leaders they go on the surface. Apparently, there are some young children, young people who are born by to Kampala people, Kampala ghetto dwellers, not civil servants, not working in a factory, but the ones who, there is a young boy whom I met who says, I was born in Katanga. You know Katanga? Katanga is a slum area between Makerere and Murago. Now, these children, some of them have never seen what production is. You don't know, our people should do social analysis of our, the ones from the rural areas. I blame them, and the NRM also, they should teach, talk. The Secretariat, the RDCs should talk but also the parents, the families. The families should talk to the young people to know the importance of being part of the wealth creation in the 4 sectors. Either you are a farmer or you are a myoga. This is myoga was the traditional way. A blacksmith is a myoga. Carpenter was a myoga. A specialization. or services. Now, but also the ones in the town here, we need to guide them on how to be wealth creators. Finally, a word about people I will describe as unfair for now, out of politeness. While we the wealth creators are busy creating wealth for Uganda, some elements, some of them from opposition, are always working with foreigners to foment chaos in Uganda. Riots, illegal demonstrations, illegal and inconsiderate processions, etc. These people are unfair and inconsiderate, and they should check themselves. We shall have no alternative but to check them. I don't know whether these people captured the amount of food in the markets. If you have got the picture, do you have it? You saw the bananas which were being packed, but you didn't capture the food in the markets here. Should have captured the food in the markets. But you saw the other bananas. Show us the bananas of Isingiro. The bananas, the ones where you are showing how the bananas. Yeah, that's the one we shall leave it. Now you can see the amount of banana. Those are bunches. We freeze that one. Focus it and freeze it. Focus it properly. Bring it in the center of the. Bring the heap in the center of the picture. Yoweri, bring it down so that, remove the other the upper, bring it down. Okay, but people can see it now. You can see those are all bunches of bananas. You can see. I had wanted them to show you the bananas in the market when they have arrived here, but you can see those in just one farm. Okay, go back to the broadcast. See the amount of food I had said it, wanted to say in the markets. Who is producing it? Us, we the wealth creators. Who benefits from this huge production? Everybody benefits. That's why you hear that the price of bananas now is 3,000 in the village. I don't know how much it is here in the town. How much is it now in the market? In the market?
Around 10,000, Your Excellency.
8,000. 10,000.
Yes.
So the food prices have come down because of the production of the Ugandans, because we are producing. Now, my question is, what right then do you have to seek to generate chaotic behavior? What right do you have? We are busy producing wealth. You are getting cheap food. Other people in the other parts of the world are starving. They are crying for hunger. And you here, you want to disturb us. You are playing with the fire because we cannot allow you to disturb us. And it is very unfair of you. You don't ask yourself, these people who are doing all this, who don't sleep, who work all the time so that I get cheap food, I get easy things, what will they say if I try to disturb them? You must. Now when you hear people talking of demonstrations, what? Demonstrate, when you demonstrate in a place like Kampala, people are sitting on the roadside. They are sitting on the roadside. When I pass by there, they have got their chairs on the roadside. Are you going to step in people's products or trample their chairs, their furniture? You are playing. Do not have such ideas in your head. If you have got some good ideas, there was a time when Nakarema some time ago organized us, and on the weekend, on the Sunday when there was nobody on the road, we walked to Kororo and we were talking about corruption. So if you want, contact Nakarema on a day when there is no Sunday, there is no traffic here in the center. At least we can go to Kororo and talk nicely about whatever we want to talk about, but do not bring. Don't be tempted to bring chaos, step on people's products on the road. I have never been to a court of law except 1956. That was the only time I was in a court of law. At that time I was about 11 years old. And I was looking after my father's cows. Then I got diverted to play football with other children. Then the cows went into other people's crop, into somebody's garden. By the time I looked, the cows I found them eating a man's millet, eating. Oh, then that's a very serious offense. Among Banyankore, they call it Okwenesa. I don't know whether you have a lawyer here. I don't own Okwenesa. I don't know the sentence. But in this case, my father counseled me that now I was going to the parish court, Ikitehurizi, parish court, so that when you get there, you say, Omushangoni Mwichiza, I plead guilty. So when I got there, the court was under the tree. It was not even it was under Omutuwa in one of the Rusuku, a ficus tree, Omutoma. That's why the parish court was. You boy, do you accept do you plead guilty to damage Mr. Mzee Kame, this was the garden of Mr. Kame. I said, yes, which is, I said, no, I don't remember whether Kaguta paid a fine or what. But now, to have a culture like I see in other parts of the world, where they are damaging property, they are here in our culture here, you can't trample in my garden. You can't come and trample in my garden, or your cows cannot. That's how you hear problems in Karamoja, Teso, because the Karamoja will bring cows and they trample people's crops. Then there is trouble there. So we are wealth creators. We have defended the direction of Uganda's revolutionary path in the past, and we shall defend it even more now. So please, I congratulate the wealth creators. I encourage them. I want to challenge the ones who have been on the side and not involved to please know that we are moving. The wealth creators are moving. Join us if you can. But if you can't, don't disturb. With these few words, I thank everybody for listening, and I ask the Honorable Nankabura to see whether she can summarize some of the issues to do with the environment first and wealth creation in one of our local languages.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. President atandise n'okubalamusa bannayuganda naddala abazzukulu era ng'alina ensonga 5 ezimuleese okwogerako gye muli, kubanga ng'olugero lwatugeredde olw'abanyankole ffe lwe tulina mu Luganda nti emyasiro emingi giwabya embwa. Bw'obanga ogankwata wano dduka vaayo dda wano nga muli bangi nga mulagira embwa egenza okuyigga, kugamba bwe muba mwenna mwasira embwa ebulwa ekkuba eryokkwata. Lwekyo pulezidenti avuddeyo ayongere okutangaaza ku nsonga 5 ng'esoose ebadde ya butonde bwansi. Obutonde bw'ensi tuba twogera ku bibira, tuba twogera ku migga, tuba twogera ku ntobazi, tuba twogera ku embeera eyo ng'ey'obutonde bw'ensi. Era pulezidenti n'atulaga ne maapu kati ezitulaga ebibira byaffe bwe byali mu gyalo 1985 86 bwe bajjira mu buyinza, naye ne babegako ku mirembe gya Idi Amin bwe yateekawo order oba etteeka, abantu ne baba nga bamala gasenga, ebibira ne babigendamu ne bitandika okuggwaawo. Maapu ezo pulezidenti azitulaze ku screen, naye n'atujjukiza nti mu 1995 gavumenti yateekawo etteeka ery'okutaasa obutonde bw'ensi. N'olwekyo omulimu NEMA gweriko kati okukola nga egoba abantu mu ntobazi esinziira ku eryo etteeka. Waliwo abamu abadde banenya NEMA nga bagamba nti lwaki aba NEMA baleka abantu ne batuula mu ntobazi. Kakati ekyo pulezidenti agambye kale oyinza okuba nga oli mutuufu okunenya NEMA, naye ate gwe kennyini yatuula mu lutobazi ng'omanyi etteeka weeriri, gwe lwaki watuula mu lutobazi? Ate nga basinga musenzeewo mu myaka gino, era atulaze entobazi n'emigga, abali ku mbalama z'emigga tusobodde okulaba wano mu Lubigi, abadde ayagala atulage Eddanze, abadde ayagala atulage Rumansi, nti erabega ddala ku myaka egyo abantu babeerangayo batono sinakindi nga n'awamu tebaliiwo. Naye ebiseera bino abantu badde bajjumbidde okwaŋŋanga okugenda okutabangula obutonde bw'ensi. N'olwekyo nga tonnabuuza aba NEMA era nga tonnasaba kuliyirira, olina okukimanya nti gwe kennyini walina obuvunaanyizibwa okutaasa obutonde bw'ensi. Lwaki tutaasa obutonde bw'ensi? Lwakubanga enkuba gye tufuna wano ebitundu 60% biva mu mayanja aganene, Indian Ocean n'ago agayanja aganene, naye ebitundu 40% ebyenkuba gye tufuna biva mu bibira bye tulina, biva mu migejo, biva mu bisaalo bye bitutonyeseza enkuba nga sayansi we twamusoma abamusomako. Enkuba eyo omukka gugenda waggulu, ekire ne kyekola ate amazzi ne gavaamu. Yenkuba gye tulina wano. Era tetujja kwogera nnyo omugaso gwa nkuba. Pulezidenti atutegeezezza nti ebisaalo ng'ekyokulabirako mwe tufune ebintu bye tukozesa okubikka ensuku zaffe. Ebitoogo ebyo bye mulaba oluusi babikolamu n'empapula, naye tubikozesa okubikka ensuku. Tulinamu ensonzi, tulinamu ebyennyanja, tulinamu emmale, tulinamu emidde egivaamu eddagala, nga ebyo byonna bisangibwa omwo. Naye okusingira ddala bikola nga akasengejja oba essengejjero erisengejja amazzi enkuba bwe beetonnye obutadduka sipiidi okweyiwa mu nnyanja ze tulina. Ekitoogo ekyo ke kabubi oba ly'essengejjero erisengejja amazzi ago. Era tubulidde nti edda bo baagendanga ku migga n'anywa bunywi ng'amazzi tegafumbiddwa kubanga gaabeeranga gasengejjeddwa. Ne kati essengejjero tuba tulitabangudde amazzi ne gabanga gatutuukako nga tegasengejjeddwa. N'ekirala bw'ojjawo akatimba ako amazzi gajja kudduka sipiidi yiriyiri mukoka gabenga gakoka buli kimu gatwala. So bwe gabanga gatambula mpola amazzi ako gakka wansi ne gongera obungi bw'amazzi ge tulina mu ttaka oba omuntu gayita ensulo. Kati bw'obanga ojjeewo akasengejja ako kubanga oli mu ntobazi olimyemu ojjuzaamu ettaka eddala, kati n'ensulo nazo zijja kusenguka olabe nga tufuna ekyeya. N'olwekyo ebibira emigga gye tulina ebyo bya mugaso nnyo era oba ozzizza omusango ogwa nnamaddala bw'obanga obigenzeemu nga tonnasaba kuliyirira kubanga abannema kati bali mu mulimu ogw'okuzzaawo ebibira byaffe. Gwe kennyini kirowoozeeko kubanga gavumenti ekusonyiye walibadde nga osibwa kubanga oweeyononye etteeka yo erya 95 ate naffe oba otuzzaayo mu butabeera na mmere. Omugaso gw'ebibira tugulabira mu bitundu bibiri e Karamojja n'eno mu West Nile oba mu Balugwala. Kate nga ebitundu ebyo byombi ku nsi bitekwa okubanga byali badde bifaanagana nga byali badde bifuna enkuba nga y'emu. Naye olabanga mu West Nile bafuna enkuba nnyingi okusinga e Karamojja. Lwaki? Kubanga West Nile baliraanwa ne Congo. Ekongo eriyo ebibira eby'amaanyi ennyo ate Abakaramojja nga tebabirina. N'olwekyo eno mu West Nile mu Balugwala eyo bo bafuna enkuba y'amaanyi kubanga bayambibwako
n'entobazi eza South Sudan, entobazi
n'entobazi ez'amaserengeta ga Sudaani ziyamba kubanga be baliraanwa aba West Nile. Awo mu bibira ebirala byetulabye nga Busoga, Bukedi ne mu Lubigi nayogeddeyo ne Uganda. Bo Abasoga bagendayo okulimayo omuceere, e Bukedi bagendayo okulimayo omuceere nayo era babadde bakasengayo. Pulezidenti atunyumirizza ku basajja ababiri Stanley abatambuze abajja wano ne bawandiika ekitabo ne batulaga obulungi bw'ebitundu bye bagendamu ng'eyo yituli mu Kongo eyo, ne balaga ebiwonvu, ne balaga emigga, ne balaga obusozi, ne bagenda Mwankole ne banyumya ku nte ez'Omwankole, ne balaba ensinga bwe yakulamu, era ne bawandiika nti abantu baaliwo nga bangi nga tebalina n'ebyokukola. So abasajja abo balaga obulungi obuli mu Uganda. Ekyobutonde bw'ensi pulezidenti akitaddeko essira kubanga twagala n'okukozesa amazzi ago tukyuse mu mbeera gye tubadde tukozesa ey'okulinda enkuba tusimbe. tulinde enkuba tusimbe ate bwe tusimba enkuba eyinza okutonnya obubi bwe tonnya obubi tetufunamu bye tulimye naye bwe tuba amazzi gaffe nga tugalina ne bwe twagala kusima kubanga ensulo ziba weeziri bw'obanga obutonde bw'ensi obutaasizza amazzi tegadduka buddusi kugenda na buli kimu wabula gakka mu ttaka tutagetinga okukozesa amazzi ago okufukirira tubenga bye tukola byeyongeddemu obungi n'omutindo era nga waliwo ne kampani eyatuukira president omu omuyindi omukyala ne mutabani we aba Nexus Green abo nga bagenda kutandika okukozesa amaanyi g'enjuba okukola pampu ezigenda okupika amazzi okuva mu ttaka tusobole okugakozesa tufukirire tusobole okubeera n'emmere tusobole okubeera ne production obanga tulima nga tetulinze enkuba n'olwekyo gwalumba obutonde bw'ensi n'ojjawo essengejjero n'ojjawo ebyomugaso bye tukozesa okubikka kattabuteme ebitoogo gw'oba otuzzaayo emabega era pulezidenti ekyo akubidde ffenna omulanga okulaba nti tuleke enema ekole omulimu gwayo ezzeemu obutonde bw'ensi amaanyi. Kati ensonga ey'okubiri ebadde ey'obugagga tufuna tutya obugagga kubanga obudde bugenze pulezidenti ojja kunsonyiwa obutonde bw'ensi mbukomyawo ngende ku nsonga ey'okubiri eya tutumbula tutya obugagga. Tuvudde emabega nga pulezidenti ayogera ku wealth creation n'atuwulira nti baabazungu bwe baali wano balina ebirime bye baatugambanga nti byo byakugyamu ssente nga pamba tobacco taaba n'amajaani nga emmwanyi n'ekikomo oba kopa ebyo byakugyamu nsimbi naye ebirala gano matooke gammwe simanya kasooli simanya bino bye tujjamu essente buli kintu kati namala kwanga ow'omunoosi eyo omusanga nga bamutunda ebyo bali baalinganga tebabitwala nti byakugyamu ssente naye okuva President Museveni lwe yajja ng'asanze nga ebyenfuna byaffe biri ku akawumbi kamu n'ekitundu akadoola mu 1986 kubanga baalinga ku nkola eyo n'atandika okugaziya obwongo n'atandika okutuleetera amagezi okulaba nti nebyetuyita nti ezo food crops eyo kulya mmere luli baakikozesanga kuwaanyisa nga n'ensimbi tetunaba kuzitegeera bulungi kakati tulabira ddala nga tugenze mu buwumbi 2.5 obwa ddoola mu ekonomi yaffe ndowooza awo pulezidenti n'atulaga omugaso gw'okulaba nti twenyigira mu kulima bwe kutyo. Pulezidenti yaleeta enkola eya 4 acre model era atulaza abalimi abo ababadde bawuliriza enjiri ye ey'okukozesa ennime ey'omulembe ng'ate ogitabula n'ekiki ky'oba olima va ku kulima ebibala nga taaba ebitwala ettaka eddene wabula bw'obanga olina ettaka ettono osobola okuteekako emmwanyi kyova olaba tagamba kuteekako majaani kubanga n'akatale k'ensi yonna akamajaani era nako si kalungi nnyo nga kammwanyi akugamba oteekeko emmwanyi oteekeko enkoko oteekeko ente oteekeko ebisagazi enjiri azze agitubuulira tukyuse mu kulima era ku mutimbagano okwo atulaze abawuliriza eddoboozi lye lyabadde atukubiriza nga balimidde watono ne bafuna kinene tubalabyeko abali mu nkoko babaguma tubalabyeko abali abafunye mu njiri eno abasobodde okukyusaako naye nga bonna kye boogerako kiri kimu. Neeyagala, nsomesezza abaana, nina diguli 10 nga muzeeyi Matongo ow'Engoma, nina diguli 10, nsobola nzimbye, nkyusizzaamu obulamu bwange. Naye ng'ate abamu bagenda ne bakaaba nti abaana be baweeredde tebalina mirimu, nti ebyetaago ebirala nga ow'okutereka ensimbi banka n'ebirala pulezidenti byatunyonnyoddeko bw'atuuse ku nsonga ekwata ku kugaba emirimu. Ku nsonga eno era eya wealth creation tulabe nga bayambiddwako enteekateeka endala ng'eya parish development model. Tulabye abakyala abali mu butawuni ye nga yeeyagala, akakadde ke baamuwa kamuwonya okgenda mu bano abawola ensimbi ezirimu amagoba amangi, era abamu balowooza akakadde ako katono naye batulaze omuntu wa kawoteeri ng'ayongeddemu ssente ne bakasitoma ne beeyongerako. Ate omulala ye n'afuna n'alunda mbizzi eyo kakumiro, omulala n'afuna n'alunda nkoko omukyala, era nga bakubiriza bannaabwe nabo bayingire benyigire mu nkola ya parish development model. So eyo nayo enkola etuyambako okutumbula, tulekeraawo okukolera ekidda kyonka, kukolera lubuto lwokka, naye tubenga tukwata ku ssente, tubenga tusobola okweyimirizaawo. Tulabye ku bantu tulabye omusajja w'ebundi bujo Vincent oba Dickson Mate. Eyo saidi eyo yo eriyo koko oba kokoa niwe bagasseemu n'ebirala vanira agenda okugattagattamu. Ayogera adigida yagambye nti n'obulamu bwe kati awulira mulamu nnyo, afuna $13,800 omwaka, asobodde okwongera okugulako ebibanja alabirira abantu be ate akola ne mukyala we. Eyo be bali ebundi bujjo baalitandika koko bamutandika, era tulabye amayumba gaabwe nga gamba baati amakadde naye nga tewaliwo n'amapya, tewaaliyo oluguudo naye naabe mu gavumenti etaddeyo oluguudo n'amasannyalaze, era abantu bali mu kweyagala. Tulabye eisingiro ebibira byayo matooke, ebibira by'eisingiro matooke, ensuku eziva kuno ezitambula kate mulimu n'amakubo. Eisingiro amatooke bagalima kubanga twava kweri enkola ey'okuba nti amatooke mmere yakulyako buli olw'enjiri ya pulezidenti gy'abadde atubuulira. Amatooke gafuuse mangi na nnyo nti n'akatale katandise okukka, ate ekyo ne kibeera ekizibu kyoyo yatukubiriza nti tulime nnyo. Naye nga ekyo nakyo alina eddagala lyakyo pulezidenti kubanga ayagala tugatteko omutindo, ate ayagala tuyirigeetinga oba tufukirire nga Dr. Mulanga bw'atandise okufukirira eyo eisingiro, era ye Bushenyi, era ye olusuku lwe afunamu ttani 53 olw'okuba afukirira, naye abatafukirira ttani emu, ttani 5.3 ttani 5 n'obutundu, kale kiro 15,000 mu 3 oli afuna kiro emitwalo 53 akubisaamu emirundi 10 kubanga afukirira. N'olwekyo olw'okuba nti emmere esse tuleme kweraliikirira nnyo kubanga pulezidenti alina enteekateeka ey'okulaba ng'ateekako omutindo ku matooke ne kasooli, era ne kasooli yasse. Kasooli tusobola omukolamu amafuta oba tusobola omukolamu ebintu bye tusobola okulunga mu mafuta gaffe, tukiyita blending, era tugenda kukitandikako, twali suppose kutandika mu mwezi guno gwennyini. Amatooke ago tusobola okugakolamu obuwunga oba ensaano, tusobola okugakolamu starch gwe tukozesa mu malwaliro, oluusi bamwetoolooza ku ddagala obwo obukaawa n'okamira nga tekakaawa kubanga kungulu kuliko starch, kubanga starch si butwa. So enkola ey'okugattako omutindo ku bye tulima eyo ejja kuwonya ekirwadde ky'okuba nti tukaaba amatooke gasse ate gatumbuse. Ekalangala yo enjiri ya president yatwalayo ya binazi. Ebibira by'ekalangala binazi. Omuntu asobola okufuna $5,000 omwezi muyiika.
Ojjeko ensasanya
ng'ogyeko zasaasaanyiza zataddemu. Enteekateeka y'ekinazi president yagikola bulungi nti abaaleeta ebinazi baagabiranga abantu n'ensigo n'ebigimusa. Era kakati enkola ya NRM tewali kulima nga tutaddemu bigimusa, kubanga tuli ku production, tuli ku kutumbula obungi, tugiremu ddala ekyo kye tuteekwa okugyamu mu ebyo. So tulabye abalimi ebintu ebyenjawulo eteso. Nze mu supermarket abaana baagala nnyo kateju. Teju nali sirowooza nti bakakolera wano Uganda. Teju means kitegeeza teso juice. Omubisi ogukamulibwa mu micungwa egirimiddwa eteso. Tulabye omwami n'omukyala nga batubuulira nti baatandikira kuyiika ntono ne bagenda nga balima ne bagaziya, kati basobola okutunda emicungwa gyabwe ne basobola okugyamu ssente ne bawongera n'okugula ebibanja. Ebyo bye biri eteso. Eno wansi tulinayo abali mu nte abavudde abamu balimira ku ranches nga banene nnyo. Ente zaabwe zitandise okufuna value, zitandise okufuna omutindo omuwendo ogusanyusa. Naye okuba batunda nnyingi nnyo ate era omuwendo ogusanyusiza ddala. Naye era n'okukyusaamu mu nte nga bwe twalabye mwami Matongo, ne tulabamu omwami n'omukyala Kaguta Museveni ng'ate ye president ne maama bagenda bakyusaamu olw'okwagala okufuna ennyama ku nte ezikula amangu, naye ate era n'okwagala okufuna amata amangi. So enkola ya wealth creation oba enkola eya okukola ofune ssente president aginyikiza, era n'atusaba tutandike okwetegereza bano abavubuka ekika kyabwe. Waliwo abo banzaalibwa mu kibuga stepborn, waliwo abazaalibwa mu kyalo. Abazaalibwa mu kyalo muzeeyi nno baabanenya kubanga balaba abantu abalala kye bakola era bagenda bavaayo bagenda bayiga. Naye ab'omu kibuga wano ayagala essira tuliteeke mu kibuga wano, twongere okubakunga nabo babeere nga bakola ng'emyogo oba groups, kubanga baawano ba stepborn mu ghetto Katanga. Abo tulina okuba secretariat yaffe, NRM secretariat naffe abakulembeze tulina okubayamba bategeere enkyusaako mu bulamu bwabwe kye basobola okukola nga bakozesa opportunity oba omukisa oguzze president gwaleese ne NRM government okulaba nti bakola emyoga. Kakati bwe baba bali mu boda waliwo group y'aba boda bwe baba bali mu mirimu emirala era emyoga gyateekateeka bulungi, abantu abo basobola okufuna ssente ezibawonya okugenda mu kwewola mu bammane lenders. Kati ensonga ya muzeeyi ey'okubiri ebadde ku bugagga, kakati okukola obugagga. Kati ensonga y'okusatu yanyikiza y'ey'emirimu. Mutukunze tulimye emmere tugirimidde baani? Mutukunze tusomye n'amasomero mugataddewo, naye bannange emirimu nga tetugiraba. Kati n'atuwadde amagezi naddala abo abava mu zi university basomye science basomye byonna ebyo nti okulowooza nti gavumenti yegenda okuwa omulimu. Gavumenti erina emirimu tegiwera na $5,000. So nga ate bino byatubuulidde bw'obanga olina factory egatta omutindo kwekyo ekirimiddwa ogenda kukozesa abantu. Tulabye wano babaguma ng'agamba nkozesa abantu 6 muntu buntu amu ali mu magi. Onayo bya Mukama minisita waffe ow'eggwanga ow'entambula ku yikaze ennya naye atulaze nga naye ssebo employer ayina baawa emirimu nabo basobola okulabirira amaka gaabwe. N'olwekyo okuteeka enninga ku president oba gavumenti nti emirimu gijja kuweebwa gavumenti in public service, awo tuba twerimba. Naye embeera ennungi eteekeddwawo nereeta amakolero ng'era president agatulaze ku screen. Tulabye eri ekapeeka bakola ebintu bino bye tukozesa mu kaabuyonjo kwe tutuula, toilet seats n'ebirala, bakola engatto, bakola ebintu eby'amaanyi awo ekapeeka wano, ebuyikwe, erugazi, Arua, eteso, bano abakamula abakola teju omubisi ogwo gw'emicyungwa, era bonna bakozesa baana baffe abasomye. N'olwekyo abo abazinga emikono abalulusi ne babuzibwabuzibwa abalyolyomi, gavumenti yerina okugabaya abavubuka bonna abavudde mu universities zino, ate gavumenti nga yezitaddewo olwa liberalization gye yaleeta, bababuzaabuza. Emirimu mingi nnyo gisukka mu miliyoni 1 egiweereddwa amakolero ago agali mu Uganda. Era nga tulaba nga n'ebiva mu makolero bye tutunda ebweru biweza obuwumbi bwa $2 nga 2.5 nga byo exports made in Uganda, bikoleddwa mu Uganda. So emirimu gyegyo president bw'akyogeddeko, naye era agenze ku nsonga ey'okuna ng'era abadde kumpi eddamu ensonga y'ebbula y'emirimu, kubanga tujjukizza ekirooto kya Mwalimu Julius Nyerere ekyokulaba nga tukola ensi zino ezitwetoolodde ebeerenga gurupu oba kabondo oba kiwayi ekyensi ezikolaganira awamu. Atulaze nti ebintu bye tukola, kasooli gwe tulima tetumulya kumumalawo, sementi gwe tukola tetumukozesa kumumalawo, bintu ebisinga bye tukola wano sukaali tetumunywa kumumalawo wano e Uganda. N'olwekyo omugaso gw'okuba nti okolagana bulungi ne baliraano mu East Africa wano, Kenya, eno Rwanda, eno Congo, eno Tanzania, eno Burundi, eno Maserengeta ga Sudan, ebintu bikolebwa wano e Uganda, akatale keeko omugaso ogwo. Zino ensalosalo ezitusazaamu ti eno Uganda eno Kenya kale weeziri, naye tuli ffenna ffe beebamu. Ebimu ebiva e Kenya bijja e Uganda, ebirala ebiva e Uganda, akatale kali Kenya. So ensonga ey'okuna eya president ebadde eyo eya regional integration oba okukolera awamu. Ensonga ey'okutaano president yayogeddeko y'ey'abanyuunyuuzi. Abaana bongere kujogerako n'okugitegeera balimu to be diverted in other issues which are important, yes, but not as crucial as this one. As is the integration? Yes, the issue of integration. The young people should study it and talk about it and push it. Ensonga eno yatuleeterwa bajjajjaffe bataata baffe abo mu kifo ky'okulaba emipiira gya Europe, Bungereza nawa. Ensonga eno abaana balina okugyetegereza kubanga egenda kututaasa. Tuba tuzimba okwegatta geemaanyi, tuba tuzimba akatale, naye tuba tuzimba n'okugaba n'ebikozesebwa, n'okugaba n'ebyetaago, n'okugaba n'amagezi. Universities ezimu ziri Kenya, ziri Tanzania, ziri Rwanda, ICT universities. Bwe tuba nga tukolaganidde wamu ne tubitegeera ffenna, era tugenda nakwekuumira wamu, era tugenda nakulwanyisa abo. When I get a bigger market for East Africa, I can sell more what I'm producing, and when I sell more, I expand my business, and when I expand my business, I create more jobs. So when you cannot talk of jobs, we are talking about integration. Yes. Yes. bwe negatta ne baliraanwa bange tuba tukoze akatale. Bwe tuba tukoze akatale ebintu byennima ennyo byesisobola kutunda wano mba mbitunda eri. Naye ate tekiŋŋaana na kwongerako okukola ennyo kubanga akatale nkalengedde. Kati bwe nkola ennyo ate naawe mba nkuleetedde emirimu. Kubanga byentunda eri ebisinga situndayo bibisi. Ntundayo ebintu ebiyise mu factory. Kati factory ezo bamakolero ago ate ge gatuweera abaana baffe emirimu. N'olwekyo abazzukulu ensonga eno balina okubanga be bali ku mwanje ennyo okugiwagira kubanga ejja kuleeta akatale ate ejja kwongera ebintu bye tukola kitegeeza n'emirimu gibe nga gyeyongera. Ensonga endala eyokutaano yabadde ya parasitism eyo obunyuunyunsi.
The ones who are unfair and we are working for them, they want to spoil.
Abanyuunyunsi mu bugenderere abalala nga si mu bugenderere. Eri abanyuunyunsi nga si mu bugenderere abo bambi balwawo okulaba omukisa nga guzze. Abalala bakola bo tebafuddeeyo kubanga abantu abo be batulaze ku screen tebali ku kizinga nti babeerako bokka, balina baliraanwa baabwe. Pulezidenti yatulaze baliraanwa be, ye nga Ssaabakunzi yagenda mu maaso n'agamba sijja kwetooloolwa amaka agasukka mu 12 nga maavu, n'abakwatako engalo. Naye ate eriyo abatasobola kukyuka nga n'omukisa guzze, abanyuunyunsi mu butali bugenderere. Naye ne wabeerawo abanyuunyunsi ate mu bugenderere nga tukola bawerefe creators oba ababa abakolerera okutumbula ekyomunsawo, naye ate abalala nga bakolagana n'abatatwagala okufutyanka ebyo bye tukola, okugootaanya ebyo bye tuba tutaddewo, okubuzaabuza abaali badde bakwata ekisinde ekyokwegobako obwavu. Abo banyuunyunsi abagenderere abakigenderedde. Weteebereza nga beeyisinjiro balina emmere bagitulimira, bo balima bafunyeemu bagireese mu Kampala, ffe abali mu Kampala naffe tufunyeemu kubanga emmere tujagala. Omuntu n'akeera n'alowooza nti ajja kufutyanka ekyo, nti mu Kampala awali abantu abatunda ebintu byabwe ku mbalaza, gwe wootagetinga okujja okwekalakaasizaawo olw'ebibyo bye weenoonyeza. Ekyo nno kya bulabe era oba ozannya na muliro. Pulezidenti bw'agambye you are joking with fire, oba ozannya na muliro. Obuvunaanyizibwa bwalina nga pulezidenti kwe kutaasa abantu n'ebintu byabwe nga azze ababuulira enjiri ey'okukola ennyo batuuyana balembese, gojjenga okuba Semukiti okyakalire mu Kampala ng'okukyakalako kwakwonoona. Wakiriko ofunayo olw'Essande, funayo olw'Essande ng'abantu batono, naye nga olukusa olufunye okuva ewaabo abateekateeka nga Meja Nakalema bwe yatuteekerateekerako lumu lwali lwa Ssande ne tutambula, tewali yakaaba nti ebinyeebwa be babiridde. Omuntu weekalakaasa ogenda mu Toninnyira kulya mmere y'abantu, weekalakaasa ogenda mu Bata kukuba ndabirwamu kubba ngatto, weekalakaasa ogenda mu maduuka ag'obusimu. Abo be banyuunyunsi abagenderere, abatunyuunyuta abagenderere nga tageti yaabwe kufuna kyamangu kasimu kabbye mu dduuka Nolwekyo pulezidenti abo abalabudde n'abagamba ekyo tekijja kukkirizibwa okutabangula emirembe egyo egibadde gifuniddwa ng'abantu bakola. Omukisa ogwa buli muntu okukola weeguli. Tandika ku katono kubanga tubalabye wano ku TV. Mwami Matondo yatandika n'ente 50 ze yafuna ku busika bw'ebintu bya taata we. Kati ali mu nte esobola omuwa liita z'amata 9 buli lunaku era ng'afuna $2.1 mu mata gokka. Takubulidde ebirume byatunda, takubulidde birala. So tandika mpola, tandika n'akatono naye ng'owuliriza osobole n'okumanya ogwo omukisa ogutuweereddwa. Mukama wange President, emboozi ye ebadde mpanvu nnyo ate ng'enyuma, naye nkimanyi nti obudde bugenze, naye nange njagala ntwala omukisa guno okwebaza olw'okutusomesa. Era bangi bayize, era bangi basomesezza. Wamenye mwami Sempijja e Masaka mu Mwanyi, n'omenya omugenzi Mathias Kasamba, abaabakirawo enteekateekayo ey'emmwanyi ne baleetera abantu b'e Masaka okulaba nga balina emmwanyi. N'abantu nga bya Mukama, naye nkimanyi muzeeyi ne baministers bo bangi enjiri bagikutte
nga nankabirwa
nga nankabirwa ekibogaawo alinawo model farm. Alina nasale y'emmwanyi yawonya abantu b'ekibogo ogenda emukono. Alina n'ebisagazi bi Pokchong, Sugar Napier byasimbye ekiboga mu industrial area side.
Mu industrial area?
Yes.
Okay.
Ninayo 67 acres zentandise okukolako era nga n'emmere kati ngikola n'engitereka gye tuli eyo n'abali wano kubanga alimu bakimanyi tulimu ogenda kukyamako ewaabwe ate ekiseera kijja kutuuka bawummule naye twagala bawummulire ku nnimiro nga bakola ate basomese n'abaana baabwe olw'okuba ebbanga ligenze muzeeyi mu bimpimpi nfunzizzaako bwe ntyo kansubire nti teriiyo ensonga enkulu gyendeseeyo.
No, I want to thank the Honorable Ruth Mankabirwa. She has summarized in our local language here, which is listened to by many people in the country, even the others who are not Uganda speakers, but they can understand it, the ones in the west, in the part of the east. Then I will ask my media team to work with the Tesla radio and then the radio in Gulu radio, our radio there, and Rugubara and Karamojong, so that they translate them there, translate my speech. Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you too, Your Excellency.